Command, the motivation, and the reason. The command, the motivation, and the reason. First one's the command. It's the word offer. It's a particular time. It's tensed in the original language in such a way that it's talking about something that happens once in the past and then it's over. It's a punctiliar event. So if you were playing baseball and you hit the baseball with a baseball bat, that's not really a baseball sound, is it? There you go. That moment, that baseball bat being hit, that's a punctiliar event. It happens once in the past. And so Paul is saying there needs to come a time in every single Christian's life on a particular day, in a particular time in which they present themselves. They say, I'm all in. I'm surrendered. It's a one-time action. This is not talking about salvation. This is not talking about how you become a Christian. It's not talking about being adopted into God's family. He's not talking about how to score some brownie points with the Lord. He's not talking about any of those things. What Paul is talking about is, in light of everything that God has done, since God has completely given himself to you, there needs to be a moment in your Christian life where you say, I'm all yours. Completely. I don't just want you for salvation. I don't just believe that Jesus died on the cross for my sin. I'm not just going to try harder and read the Bible here and there. I'm saying all that I am, all that I have, completely to you. Surrender. Complete surrender. And so many people miss it. I don't know how many years I lived as this kind of carnal Christian, powerless to do what I knew God wanted me to do, powerless to see what I knew God wanted me to see. But I'm telling you, if you've not done this in your Christian life, if you've never come to a point where you've surrendered, you're missing out on God's greatest blessings. Because when you surrender, when you say, I'm all in, it's like unkinking the water hose. It's like releasing the pressure valve. Because surrender is the channel through which God's greatest blessings flow. Surrender yourself, this holy, acceptable, living sacrifice. It's not a dead sacrifice. It's not, okay, God, I'll give you $50 and then it's over. It's not, okay, I'm going to read my Bible for the first 5 years of my Christian life. It's a living sacrifice. It's a holy sacrifice. It's something where you deal with your sin. And so if you're going to present yourself to the Lord and you're still living with someone or you're still doing something that you know is unholy, then you're coming to God as you are, but you're saying, I want to give myself completely to you, and I know this isn't right. You present yourself all in. A living sacrifice, holy and acceptable. You're presenting the members of your body, your hands, your feet, to do things that are righteous. Your physical instruments are the instruments of meekness and mercy and peace. You're using your body to demonstrate to the watching world, Jesus Christ is my treasure. I love him more than anything else. And you do that with the way that you deal with your relationships. You do that with the way you look at sex, food, finances, family. Jesus Christ is my treasure. You're offering yourself. You're using your body as a living sacrifice, showing the world that Jesus is your treasure.